I'm going to explain the rules of Codex Naturalis, a game for 2 to 4 players, designed by Thomas Dupont, artwork by Maxime Morin, and published by Boardgame, in which you're invited to continue the work of the Illuminator monk Tybor Kwelein. Carefully assemble the pages of the Codex Naturalis and be the first to discover all its secrets. Randomly distribute a starter card to each player. Each player decides which side they want to start the game on and places it in front of them. Place the score track in the center of the table. Each player takes 2 tokens of their desired color, places one in the 0 of the score track and the other in their starter card as a reminder of their color. Shuffle the gold card and resource cards separately. Deal 2 resource cards and 1 gold card to each player, then make 2 piles and place them near the board. Reveal the first 2 cards of each pile. Shuffle the objective cards and reveal 2 which are placed in the center of the table. These are the common objectives that everyone can fulfill during the game. They are objectives based on how the cards are placed and objective that works with the symbols or resources that are still visible on your cards at the end of the game. Then deal 2 objective cards face down to each player, who then chooses one as a secret objective and discards the second. Only they can score points with the one they have kept. The first player is chosen randomly, and they get the first player token that they place next to their starter card. On your turn, you must put down a card from your hand and then add a new one. You choose which side of the card is placed face up. Indeed, the reverse side can be a good choice to get 4 possible corners and a permanent resource. To place a card, you must ensure that the illustration is facing toward you and that the card you wish to place it on has a visible corner. It is possible to place a new card on 2 corners of other cards that all have a visible corner, but it is not possible to cover several corners of the same card. Some cards give you victory points and permanent or temporary resources. As long as these resources are visible and not covered by other cards, they can be used to place the gold cards of the manuscript, which give you immediate victory points. Make sure that the resources needed to place a gold card indicated at the bottom of each card are visible before you place it in your play area. These same resources can be covered by the card you place. Then move your token forward on the score track by the number of points you get from this card. Some cards give you 1 point for each visible object in your play area when you place the new card. Others give you immediate points if you use it to cover 1 or more corners of cards already in your play area. And finally, some cards can give you 1 or more immediate points without any particular condition. Once placed, a card cannot be moved. End your turn by choosing a card to add to your hand. You can take one of the visible cards, then replace it with the first card of the deck, or you can take the first card of a deck directly. It is then up to the next player to perform their actions. When a player reaches 20 points or more on the score track, or when there are no more cards left on the table, the game ends. Finish the current round and then each player plays one last time. Then finally, the objective points are counted. Each player counts the points given by the 2 common objectives and their secret objective and add them to the score track. An objective can be completed more than once, and the same card can be used to validate 2 different objectives, but can only be used once for the same objective. The player with the most points wins the game. Have a good game!